Hello, hello. Oh, what's up, y'all? Pubs gets me. You don't want to talk to me about this. Unless you're looking to have your parade rained on severely. I already mentioned this before as well, so this is not news. Does it have farts in it? You mean my game here that we're looking at, or the... the Invincible? It's currently fartless. I think the Invincible is also fartless. You're welcome. You're welcome. What else is happening today? Nice, nice, nice. Excellent, Legend. That's awesome. Nice gun. Awesome, Rudy. Also, I feel like you should have known that going in now. So I did a minor update to the game here. I fixed a few things related to the previous version that I put out. Because I was right, clones did not work. They now do work again. I found that, like, a lot of the problems that I create for myself with this is to do with not respecting my own stuff that I built. I didn't use the things I had built, because I have like a whole thing. I did it when I added the teleport power-up, where the player could be invincible, the player could be not targetable, and I had all this stuff for handling that, right? So, like, one of the things that had gone wrong was that like, when the player died, you probably noticed that all the monsters would just continue to, like, all pile up where the player was, even though the player was dead. And they should have been respecting the is targetable status. They are now respecting that, so when the player teleports, it's not targetable. They start milling around until the player's targetable again. Or if the player dies, they start milling around. Which, I just like the way that looks better. I also attempted to add a stuck check. I don't think it works. Because I tried to scramble it into the game shortly before going live. So that's, you know, that's how that sort of thing tends to go. I was basically trying to add something to mitigate that annoying endgame situation where we're waiting around for Miniko to figure out where that final monster is hiding. Yeah, I had a feeling that it was not going to be straightforward. Because basically I'm just checking to see if after a particular period of time the position of the entity has not changed. But I think the thing is that even when a monster is like seemingly stopped somewhere, these movement algorithms are still changing it tiny amounts, even when they look like they're standing still. So it just will never trigger. It needs to be like a range. Like, if they don't leave this radius for, I don't know, like 10 seconds, they are probably stuck and should be teleported. So hopefully that'll be working sometime soon. But I don't think it's working now. It is a Delta overtime check. We're always at odds with this stuff, food. I think so. I think we have opposite definitions of everything, because I feel like so often I'll describe a thing and then you'll tell me the thing I just said. I'm checking position over time. So I think that's the same thing that you said. I suppose I'm not checking distance. Gotcha. Yeah, here we can see it not working. What Food is saying is basically an accumulated distance over time. If it doesn't exceed a certain difference in position, then the monster has effectively not moved. Because, like I said earlier, the trouble is that the movement algorithms, even when the monster is visually stationary, are changing like 0.000, some tiny amount. They're just kind of, there's like a Brownian motion to it. So if you're checking like exactly, it's never going to be exact, and thus it will never work. But I tried to slap it together quickly. I had these things in my head. I knew these things. But I was hoping to like slam a nice feature in quickly, and that just never works, you know. Saf just insta-dead. Just march onto the screen and die. I mean, at least it didn't break everything. I did check to make sure I didn't destroy everything. But I would have liked for it to have worked. Okay, well, we don't have to watch this. You won. Congratulations. I will hopefully make it good. Oh man, I'm doing that left, right, and center. I'm constantly breaking shit that I wasn't expecting. It is a regular occurrence. Yeah, there definitely is. It's just more complicated. Like, the approach that I use for Miniko's movement is... It has not changed from the last time I changed it, which is a kind of complicated mess. It uses a grid, blah, blah. Essentially, I would have to recognize the situation, which is never... It's never as straightforward as you think, unfortunately. Like, there's kind of a funny thing, and I feel like it's been really exacerbated in my experience walking down this path of game development, where identifying situations algorithmically is often not as straightforward as you think it is. Like, humans are pattern matching machines. It's really easy for us to just look at something and boop, 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 boop. But when you have to express that as an algorithm, it's... the complexity is unknown. And so you have to have something that's really concrete most of the time to actually hook off of. And that it doesn't have wild side effects that you didn't think of. Like, the idea of having him just move towards monsters when the population count is low, you'd think sounds pretty straightforward. But the population count can get low for a lot of different situations. Yeah, for sure. That's something that makes sense. And probably would be fine. The likeliest side effects there is... It might cause him to walk into danger more often or something like that. I don't know. There's lots of stuff to try. Yeah, just make it big. No, after the storm. Just after the storm, basically. Exhausted by recent events, Yasna falls asleep in her hideout. In the morning, she leaves the city in search of a clearing to land Hopper. Oh, whoops. Mouse not locked. huge radius. So, I've thought about this a little bit since last night. And I remain somewhat still on the fence. But... and for some reason, we're not getting the markers. This game is really rough about that. But if I turn left here, we look for a landing place. And if I turn right here, we go towards the Alliance base. I personally think I'm leaning towards investigating the Alliance
I'm still
base.
Here, if you're wondering, sir. It all just takes longer than expected.
I think I might be
explain yourself, Doctor.
in the minority on that one. I'm not sure. I'm just very curious. I'm very curious about it. Team-based.
I won't need the lander, Astrogator.
What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean, sir. I'm not coming back.
Yes, this is sheer madness. You're heading straight to the enemy base.
This is the only way I can find out what's going on here. What happened to our people? I have several hours of travel ahead of me.
You can still turn back.
No. And if you try to convince me otherwise, I'll just turn the radio off.
Fine. I'll stop insisting. Please just understand the position you put me in. As a commander, now I have to decide whether to risk detection by the Alliance. Because by putting yourself in their hands, you're risking not only your own life, but also the rest of the crew's.
I totally understand. Can't you wait a few more hours? I still need your support, sir.
Yeah. And I still want to be here to help you. Please don't turn off your radio. I'm not going anywhere.
I really like this commander. I really like that a lot. I feel like this is written in ways that are really bucking tropes that I'm super used to from games. There's always this strong tendency to
Yes, no.
Yes?
I understand that no matter what I say, it won't change your mind. But please be careful. First, observe them from a distance, and only then take action.
There's a strong tendency to write characters as being so... I don't know, forceful, overly forceful, snap judgment, particularly if we're talking like this sort of a situation where you have a sort of military hierarchy. I feel like writing tends to fall into these ruts of very almost predictable type stuff. So I'm being pleasantly surprised by this writing, and I like it.
In my opinion, all this secrecy misses a point. The people of the Alliance are my last hope for help. I need to make contact with them somehow, not hide from them.
I'm painfully aware of that, but you can be rash or wise about it. The more we learn about them, the more advantage it will give us in further negotiations.
Sorry, but what advantage are you talking about? We don't have the equipment, the people, or the faintest idea of what's going on. No, Astrogator, I'm at their mercy.
Oh, really? So this is actually an alternative perspective as well. So it's not just following the book page for page. Because if true, then that's even more amazing. I want to read the book as well. I have to track it down. Yeah, the terrain in this game is incredibly well done. I can't believe I've never heard of this. Ever.
Hey, what was that?
I've set up a warning signal. Now you're near enough that they can see the rover.
My prediction is I don't think there's gonna be anybody. I think that they got here a long time ago and whatever happened happened. And it's long over. Don't know. Or that, yeah, maybe.
The base is in front of me.
Already? Yasna, I'm not kidding. If you don't stop, I'll do it for you.
I don't see any activity to speak of.
What the? How did you do that?
Yasna, I respected your decision not to come back. For while I disapprove of it as a commander, I agree with your conscience. But I won't allow you to kill yourself in foolish haste. I turned the rover's engine off remotely, and I'm not turning it on until you've concluded your reconnaissance. Understood? Did you understand?
Yes. Apparently I've no other choice.
She could have disconnected the brain there. But... Alright. Let's do some recon. Look at that.
Some object is flying over their base.
Can you tell me more?
It's 15, 20 meters high. It has an upright silhouette, and it looks like a balloon.
It could be a balloon.
And that doesn't surprise you?
Not everything that flies needs jet engines. What markings does it have?
RB1. What does it mean?
It's an ID number. Denotes an advanced scout balloon. How far from you is it?
Around 400.
Not as far as I would like it to be. Might have you within camera range.
Are there cameras? I don't see a camera. Looks more like a relay. Also, I want to say, among the many other things in this game that I've complimented, the music is really cool in this as well. I think it's been a really enjoyable soundtrack.
It's a field base. Multi-module. For about several dozen people. Rather well equipped.
Nobody fucking there, though.
There's lots of transporters here.
I'm not surprised. Missions with a large crew, transport modules were an integral part of the field camp.
Remind me, how many crew members were they supposed to send on the Invincible?
Over 100.
Great.
What the hell's this? Some sort of dome. I'm really glad I went this way. I think this was the right choice.
They have a second antimat. As if the first one wasn't enough.
Is it active?
Probably not, but Proton alone knows.
What about people? Can you see anyone?
Not yet. Maybe they're hiding in modules.
Most of them for sure, but I'd be surprised if they didn't assign anyone to guard duty.
That's a robot.
I see someone.
Just one?
For now, yes.
Is that all?
I think so.
And please keep going. You can assume that their equipment has already detected your presence, or it will soon enough. There's no point in further postponing the inevitable.
Still, I'm glad that I stopped. I feel better knowing that there's no heavily armed military waiting for me there.
Me too, Doctor. Me too.
Yeah, the zoom and focus is really nicely done. Everything about the tools that you have in this game is done in a way that feels just really good. It feels visceral. They feel like real tools. Even though they have this goofy aesthetic, this like 50s, 60s kind of look. I have to say, BFA, there's like a ton of ideas that I've had over the years without any hope of being able to implement them, and it feels wild now to have taken a few, like dipped a toe in.
We'll most likely lose contact soon, so let me be clear. Your situation is highly precarious. You cannot trust the Alliance or expect them to be willing to help. If things don't go our way, I'll do everything in my power to negotiate your safe return to the Commonwealth. Worst case scenario, we'll opt for a prisoner exchange. Until then, please cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, don't resist. Astrobiologists generally do not possess information that's sensitive to the Commonwealth. At worst, you'll give away the details of our last mission. Of course, it'd be better if that didn't happen. But I know their methods of interrogation, and in all fairness, they're very effective.
Astrogator, I believe in the face of a common threat, we'll find a common language, and we can simply cooperate, pushing political animosities aside.
I hope you're right, Doctor. But even if we disregard decades of mutual enmity, we must keep in mind human nature. Homo homini lupus. Just because you want to talk to them doesn't mean they'll listen. I'd rather expect they'll be asking the questions and you'll be answering them.
I feel like this is a whole lot of hullabaloo over nothing, because I think this is all long over with. Look at that thing.
Since we have no idea what's gonna happen, I want you to know that you were always a fair commander, even if you were quite strict. I guess what I'm trying to say is...
Please, stop, Doctor. You can tell me when you get back. In person. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Also, I love driving this little rover guy. It's so good. Now, I know I should go that way, but I want to just go this way real quick, just to see... See what's around. Yeah, it's just cool. It's fun to drive. They didn't make it... I don't know. Like, when I first started driving it, I thought, like, oh, is this some weird, like, on-a-rail thing? Because this is too smooth and feels too good. But it's actually physics-based. It's a physics-based vehicle, which is shocking to me.
Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Understood.
I missed a little path back there, but we don't need to clear it all out, I don't think.
How odd.
What?
There's no one here. Nobody.
Impossible. Even if there aren't many of them in the camp, someone would have noticed you.
I'm not blind, sir. There's really no one here.
Don't get out yet.
Oh!
Could be some kind of trick.
I'm going. What have I got to lose anyway?
Your life, Doctor.
Look, I had already started opening the door when he started to say that. It's fine. I'm right.
I'm going in. Clear. For now. I can't hear anyone either.
Dying of the Sun. The article rectification. To editor so-and-so, responsible for a scandalous article tarnishing my good name and diminishing my science achievements, I politely ask for a rectification of the article Dying of the Sun, A Scientist's Threats, on pages 9 and 10, from the 5th issue of the science periodical Young Astrophysicist, published in the current year. In the text appear not only fundamental mistakes of scientific nature, but also inappropriate quotations of my hypotheses, delivered at the last Congress. I enclose a correction. Quote, according to I remind the authorship, Dr. Bauza, not Baza, research, conducted during cosmic voyages, I acknowledge that the time of hydrogen burning out in stars depends on their mass, but this phenomenon applies to all stars, and ours. However, we should try to enchant the laws of physics, or however we would try to enchant the laws of physics, isn't located, and nothing implies that it would be located outside this phenomenon's range. What is my hypothesis then? In the future, all hydrogen fuel in the sun's core will burn out. A sphere of hydrogenic fusion will expand until a temperature drops below 10 million Fahrenheit. The core itself will shrink. Ashes from the hydrogenic fire will serve as fuel, allowing a second round of fusion reactions to begin. It will lengthen the life of the aging sun by a few 100 million years. However, it is certain the sun will turn from a yellow dwarf into a red giant star. A gravitational pull toward Venus and the Earth will decrease. Thus, the mentioned celestial bodies will succumb to distancing themselves from the star, and as a result, they will be somewhat rescued. But the mighty red sun will yet be able to consume Mercury before dying. I guarantee, based on my research, that the statement voiced by me about the sun living as a main sequence star for 10 billion years, that is, its existence began 5 billion years ago and it will shine for over 5 billion more, is true. However, it is not as we read in the opinion of so-and-so editor, quote, threat based on labile hypotheses, baloney, and a pipe dream of a renown-seeking doctor of astropsychic sciences disturbing an emotional well-being of human species. Evanescence is a process touching everything and every being in the universe. It also touches transfixed in the success aura of their unrefined writing and popularity, editors of science periodicals. My respects, Dr. Bauza. Postscriptum. A lack of reprint with the correction and a submission of apologies will force me, with a purpose to protect science and my person, to take legal action. No, weirdly it turns out that evanescence is actually a word. Shocking, I know. A black hole, the summary of quarterly research. The empiric research and simulations conducted throughout the last quarter led our team to the following conclusions. 1. Every kind of matter may become a black hole. 2. A black hole may trap light using the force of gravity. 3. We accede to the thesis that the existence of an object such as a black hole is a consequence of the general theory of relativity. 4. A black hole may absorb a star, even of the size of the sun. The sun is not a sizable star. Not even close. And as far as black holes go, man. What is that? There's some star. I can't remember what it is now. I remember it from a Kurzgesagt video. Also, their latest video is a real L. Yeah, not even close. There's huge, giant, massive, insane, like millions of times larger stars out there. 5. The star's consumption, or in other words, the star's dematerialization, is accompanied by the flash of matter coming from the inside of a black hole. The scope of intensified verification. The object of our intensified research throughout the next years will be a singularity, a small point of a huge mass present inside of every black hole. In our team's opinion, it's a place where every law of physics is being broken. I feel like that was... Well... Scooty?
Moving on. It's still quiet. It's eerie.
Have I gone in a circle yet? I feel like I'm headed towards going in a total circle.
I'm at the central module. In the headquarters.
You walked in, just like that.
Yeah. The doors were open.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
There's fuck all here, Captain.
They've got a device for intercepting alarm signals. There isn't much of it. Single record. The guy survived. Someone saved him. Interesting. The coordinates changed upwards, which indicates he was evacuated by air. Huh. The alarm signal broke off high above the ground. 18561.
754. Yes, it's Gorski.
You said he died during the night.
Correct. I did. I couldn't let you go back to those ruins.
Did you send the lander? When?
While you were still on your way to the base, Artie carried him on board, secured him. Gorski's in the infirmary now.
Oh, well, good.
The prognosis is cautious, but his condition has stabilized.
I can't believe you lied to me. More than anything, I'm glad he's alive. I would have gone back for him, you know.
I do, which was the very reason why I couldn't tell you. I wanted to send a lander for him once you were safe. You wouldn't have listened to me otherwise, just like you didn't listen before, giving away your tank, going to the Alliance base.
I admit, you had your reasons to believe I'd disobey you. Doesn't mean I like it one bit.
This is so cool. It's funny how they've made these environments and this equipment that looks like this, and they've made it seem
Empty. Everywhere, just
believably usable.
empty.
You know, with its
Who
fucking dot
abandons
matrix
an entire
printouts and
base?
CRTs. It's funny. I like it.
I have a record of their mission. Each step, location, units, including dates.
I'm all ears.
Day 0, landing place. Their main ship's in sector AQ-28.
The Invincible? What? They didn't move it?
Seems so.
I'll try to track it down. Please tell me what else is in there.
Like Coestar became interested in the ocean. They got there on the 7th day.
Quite late.
Guess they weren't in a hurry.
This is so fascinating. I wonder what would have happened if we didn't go this way. If we would have gone to be picked up. Would the game have just ended?
Before setting up this base, they were stationed not far from here. But seemed very determined to reach this area. They dug a vast system of tunnels.
When did they finally get here?
On the 15th day of the mission. They conducted research and during excavations found, you won't guess, metal structures.
So we had no chance to outrun them.
Yeah. And they were already at an advanced stage of works when we were still in orbit.
Intelligence got it way wrong.
In the end, they sent a convoy to a neighboring sector.
So that was their last move.
Well, there's no information about their return. Maybe I'll find them there.
Highly probable. Do you know what the current day of their mission is?
They left on the 25th day. That's all I know. Well, I can't back out now. I have to follow them.
Well, it's your decision. Although I admit I'm also starting to wonder what you'll find.
People, Astrogator. They must be somewhere.
I'm sending a satellite. Soon I'll have an image of the area where the ship landed. We'll see if the Invincible's still there.
I'll continue to search their base. On the 24th day, they sent a convoy north to the sector. Oh, to the sector where I found Gorski.
You suspect they went after him, having detected his signal?
Let's not get paranoid, Astrogator. I think they had something else in mind.
It says research area. I don't know. I still think this was a while ago. That's my take. You really have to look way away to actually get out from that. Field base 02, convoy path.
Status? What's new?
Well, nothing really. At least not in the last 5 seconds, sir. I'm at the control station. Several units can be controlled from here. I wonder which... Ah, damn. One's unavailable.
Probably out of reach, or they took it.
So cool.
I got the feed. But I can't get it to move. It's got a weak signal. Must be too far away.
No, I checked for that.
One is a flying unit. Some sort of probe.
Flying over the base.
It's the balloon.
Extract data from it.
Sure. Never too much data. Especially in the current situation. I just need to find a place to land it.
Oh, it's not the balloon. Don't know how I didn't see this. It's like pilot wings all over again.
Probe on the ground. Time to get into the records.
Nice. I guess 4 and 5 won't be anything. Yeah. I like this. What's this do? Oh, perfect.
Yes, no? Everything's all right?
Yes. Yes. Force field's down. I open the passage. We can follow the convoy route now.
When you're ready, Doctor.
May have jumped ahead slightly.
One more minute, and our satellite will be over their ship. Oh, we're lucky. Clouds are low. Fortunately, their ship's not here. Neither there or...
Are you still looking?
Mm-hmm. Not here either. Ah, bingo.
Yes?
Found it. They're still on the planet. Didn't fly away.
Good to know. Thank you. First images from this area. If it's been flying long enough, it may store important information. It photographed the moment of my arrival. I'm on the slides.
We already know that. Is there something else?
No, the base is empty. The probe must have just started recording. Okay, finished. That wasn't much of it, really.
Interesting. Ah, here's the guy. He died just right after, like, he was just there to be a red herring, and then he, like, fucking gave up on life as soon as he got off camera.
The silhouette I saw.
Yes?
It's just a robot.
I have the impression that it is two factions from Earth that are excuse me, that are warring. Thank you.
This mission drags on so much. Sometimes I think you're going to take off without me, sir.
Don't count on it, Doctor. I'm not going anywhere.
Huh. So we want to follow the convoy, huh? And not this path through the field bases. I'm a little confused about that. The other path is the one that follows the convoy. It ends here. I'm not sure. The game wants me to follow the convoy path more than anything. Oh, I feel fine. I trust him.
My legs feel really heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor. You certainly deserve it.
I don't know. Do we head down the field base path first, just to see? It's this way. I'm curious. Oh, maybe we can't even. This kind of looks like it's blocked. Yeah. Tis. Never mind. Curiosity dashed. I trust him with my life.
One step at a time, Yasna. One step at a time. I'm leaving the base. Going after the convoy. Down you go, oh bright sun. Time to let the night in. For my legs are heavy. And field is not inviting. Legs become too heavy. Hands become too weary. Down you go, oh bright sun. Night is not that scary. Hide behind the dark woods while we're running barefoot. Well, I've got to the place where they were digging. It's hard to miss. They set up a huge machine at the center. It must weigh hundreds of, no, thousands of tons. The ship that brought all of this must be...
Gigantic, yes. The Invincible surpasses any of our units, even the largest orbital stations. In my opinion, it's a bit excessive.
Well, for me, it's quite impressive.
That was exactly their goal, to impress. Such giants aren't very practical, though. I would even say that the larger the ship, the bigger the problems.
Interesting. They found a sizable object deep underground. Stands out from the rest. It's not a part of the structures, but rather an independent, autonomous machine.
Also metal.
Yes.
So, a robot? Or something else that finally looks familiar?
Well, it looks a lot more like a robot than the other structures.
I like that I can get out whenever I feel like as well.
The excavator has a massive work area. They had photos of the site in the database, taken before they started digging. It's unrecognizable. Inside, there's a structure. Yes, a metal one. Similar to the ones on the surface. But these are completely hidden underground.
This looks like it was something recognizable that's disintegrating. It's recognizable near the top, and it's a fucking mess as it goes.
There's also a couple of smaller cranes here. In comparison to the Colossus, they look like it's pups.
Yes, I got it. They have big machines. Bigger than ours.
Easy there, Astrogator.
Now, how far to that convoy?
Oh, not far. Even if I make a few stops, it won't take long.
Well, she's fascinated. I thought this was like a road they made, but I am now seeing that those are the tracks of the crane. No, there's an invisible wall. Now there's 3 lights on.
Yes, now, focus. What now? Astrogator, I've already covered most of the convoy route. I'm entering a more enclosed area. A ravine, to be precise.
I see. Can I count on a tactical report?
Of course. A simple analysis of the situation won't hurt anyone.
That's for sure.
I love their sort of forced protocol sort of conversations that they have at times. They oscillate between speaking casually and speaking like robots themselves. No, unfortunately, I can't interact with that apparently ever again. When we first got the rover, we were able to like shift in the seat and fiddle around with the inside of it, but now I can only drive it, and that's it. Observation point. I'm here to observe. Plan your route to the convoy. Okay, well, I will drive in
I should move.
a circle.
Oh, there's no time.
A semicircle. Around the corner. That's my plan.
The road ahead leads straight to where the convoy was heading.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
You
Any
told me to
doubt?
stop.
No, no.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I still think we have to go there. If they're not in the base, they must be somewhere, damn it.
So, what's on your mind?
I can just drive in there, straight to the convoy. Or try and take a side path to remain unnoticed until the very last moment.
Bold assumption. Could be an unnecessary detour. I leave that to your judgment, though. It's your call, Yasna.
All right, I'll try to get there via the side path.
I think the thing where she says there isn't much time is just a sort of idle thing that's been there since the beginning of the game. And despite the fact that we now have oxygen and there really isn't any time limit on what we're doing, she still says stuff to fill the air. Kind of like when Novik calls in and goes, "Status?" And she's like, "Nothing's changed, at least in the past 5 seconds." Yeah. They do. I don't know. I think they're just trying to... I don't know, like, extended periods of dead air also seem a little weird given the situation or whatever, so they were maybe trying to just mitigate that somewhat, but... Where's the entrance to this? Oh, it's right here. I was on the right track.
I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir.
Oh.
It all just takes longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together.
It's not rover compatible. But apparently it is climbable. Yeah, they're a bit frequent. There's also a perfectly good path, so I'm not sure why the climbable path is here, but I'm down. I will climb my ass up. Oh, I guess there wasn't a walkable path. This is what you have to do. I feel like her vision is maybe getting a little funky. Is she...
Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Understood.
Radiation. Extremely high.
The radiation level is rising rapidly.
Yasna, be careful. Of radiation. Of other people. Just watch yourself.
Yeah.
Considering the radioactive environment, I assume the probability of finding people here is close to 0.
And mine well indicates something quite the opposite. Human technology equals radiation, after all.
So this was like a little side thing. And there's this big, conspicuous thing. What's up with this? Yeah, I see that. All right through.
I found a way to the convoy. What might interest you, sir, is that it appears to be a mechanically drilled tunnel. Circular, precise.
I'm more curious about what's on the other end. Although curious might not be quite the right word.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah, you all right?
Yes, I am. Oh, shit. They're close. At least one. There's not a soul. I don't see anyone.
Ah, so we wouldn't have been able to get here anyway. Without taking the side path. Oh. Well, okay. We would have had to get out.
Oh no. Astrogator. They're dead.
So you found someone.
They're super dead.
After seeing their base, I had a feeling it might end like this. Still, I wonder, what were they looking for? Was it that they killed them? Just what the hell? Found the antimat. It looks damaged, but its log may still be intact.
Copy that. Proceed.
Okay. I'm getting into the antimat's recorder. What do we have here? They were preparing for departure. Coordinates match the location of the base we've searched. All of the Alliance's semi-autonomic machines can be remotely controlled, right?
Yes.
In that case, they were conducting an inspection before marching out. The antimatter's in an escort mode. The convoy's heading somewhere.
That's what a convoy does.
I was there! It's the location with the giant cranes. Right before they lifted that strange artifact above ground level. They're getting close to where I am now.
Yeah, but where are all these vehicles?
They're here. Sending a probe. It's hard for them to reach the site. That's why they're trying to get there from above. Oh, they're tunneling their way through with a beam of antimatter.
How subtle. Can you locate the breach?
Looks like they found whatever they were looking for in that ominous tunnel. Of course.
Don't jump to conclusions, Doctor. Not before you finish. We need to know what to expect there first.
Shame. The transport's leaving. Those containers ended up in one of the transporters. I wonder if it's still nearby. Something's going on. One man's trying to draw the attention of the others to... I have no idea what's beyond the frame. One of them is staring with concern at an instrument. Some sort of meter. The photo is such poor quality. You can clearly see the fear on his face. Measurements are also strange. The electromagnetic field is in the upper range.
That's a recurring factor, which explains nothing, really. We're going in circles instead of getting you off this planet. Is there anything actually helpful in those photos?
Don't you want to know what happened, sir?
I do. If my crew was safe and sound, I'd gladly investigate it myself. Explaining this mystery would not only expand our knowledge, but also bring us honor and glory. Not to mention the exposure of the Alliance's incompetence. At the moment, though, I have other priorities, Doctor.
Next slide. People rushing out of the tunnel, running from whatever's in there.
But are we still considering whether you should go inside? I admit it's all very intriguing, but also too risky. What I'm trying to say is, I fear for your safety, Yasna.
Spare me your concern, sir. I'm not a child. Be fine. One of the antimats has fired straight into the tunnel.
And? What happened next?
There's nothing else. Only darkness.
Can't you see what it was aiming for?
Oh. Unknown, over 9,000.
It's ceasing to protect the convoy. There's a bunch of unidentified targets. It has trouble recognizing any of the 9,999 objects. The counter reached its limit, I guess.
Sounds like a major fault in the circuitry. Combine that with tremendous firepower and it means big trouble.
Total panic. Everyone's trying to escape. Astrogator. The Antimat's new objective is to eliminate, instead of protecting.
What happens next?
Goal, eliminate crew. Goal, elim, crew.
There's also a second Antimat. It's shooting into the air.
Unbelievable. Both were faulty.
Not faulty.
The second Antimat. That's what destroyed it. People are frozen with fear. They don't know what to do.
This one's goal is still eliminate the crew. Enemy Robo 01.
It's firing directly at the crew. Shooting them.
Oh, wow.
One by one. It's horrifying what an antimatter beam does to the human body.
I'm sorry you have to see this, Yasna. Regis 3 doesn't spare you.
Who needs such destructive power? This technology puts us on a straight path to annihilation.
Well, the Alliance will do anything to feel invincible, hence their flagships.
It's not only them, Astrogator. If I remember correctly, we're not engaged in open conflict. And yet, we too participate in this ridiculous arms race. To the death and beyond. Someone hid behind a rock.
How do you know?
This antimat has thermal imagery.
It can see through rocks. It's not good. There's so many slides.
Hiding from it made no difference.
Yeah, no, definitely didn't.
One man has raised his hands in surrender.
Goal, elim, crew, route, fire, cannon, enemy, human, 1. So it's so cool and also awful, of course, but like just the presentation of this is fascinating.
What's next?
Oh boy, what's next?
If only a machine could take pity on him.
With a proper programming, it could recognize such gestures, but it could never feel compassion. No.
Yeah, we know what's next.
It killed him. The machine just killed him.
Enemy, none. None.
Yasna?
Uh-oh. It's nothing. It's nothing. Is it something or is it nothing? It's clearly something. But, yeah, it does say enemy none. Battery 0.05%. So, in the last frame before this, it was at 100%. It still has the same objective. And we're not crew, yeah. What I'm saying is like, maybe we don't tell him this part. You know what I mean?
This mission drags on so much. Sometimes
Well,
I
because
think
he's
we can
already
take
been
off
worrying
without
about
me,
Yasna.
Don't count on it, Doctor. I'm not going anywhere.
You guys robots? What the hell? I mean, I can understand disagreeing, but what I don't understand is you guys being like, does not compute. I have no empathy. It would be worrying him for nothing. We know that the robot is inactive. Well, whatever. I'll go ahead and let him know.
The last photo is from a few moments ago. I'm on it.
Bloody hell, so it's not dead after all. The machine that massacred the Alliance is still operational, and it could target you at any moment.
Let's hope not.
Perhaps it's best to hope. While moving away. If that's all...
What about that tunnel?
Right.
Number 2, I think, is the most interesting here.
I'm not hearing you object, sir.
Go ahead, Yasna. I know you'll do it anyway.
Whoa. Loading something, I guess. Can we access this one's butt? Oh, this is the one that got blasted. No, we can't get up to that. I feel like there should be a few more bodies. We only found the one. Are there not others? Yeah, he was... Well, I mean, actually, I interpreted it a little differently than that because...
My legs feel really heavy.
I don't think it's that he's barely poking up.
You certainly deserve it.
I think this is all that's left, if you look a little closer. I don't think there's much buried. I think this is pointing to this body. Don't really have any other markers, but let's try walking this way before we go in the big tunnel. Oh. Oh, I can't go in. Can't even get on this. I suppose what would have happened is we would have gone through this and climbed out the top to get up here, eh? But since we came from this side, we can't...
One step at a time, Yasna. One step at a time.
can't go in it. Well, you make your choices with this game. That certainly seems to be the theme. The other marker might be the robot, or it might be in the tunnel. It's in the tunnel. Or it's this right here. It's this other body. Hoffman. Notably, we don't seem to be able to leave.
Yasna, focus. What now? I can hear a rhythmic, metallic sound coming from beyond the tunnel.
Something's still active. Take your time, Yasna. Keep rushing.
I can't hear. I don't understand you, sir. The audio's breaking up.
It's not unexpected. You are in a desperate room.
I'll get back to you once I reach the end.
Understood.
It's probably going to be one of their robots. Yeah.
He's in Arctan, coming at me. Huh. Carrying something. I got out. Well, inside a cave.
Yasna, can you hear me? Over.
Copy that. I don't feel too. My head feels like it's bursting from pressure.
Breathe, Yasna. You need to rest.
No. No. I'm better now.
All right. Can you tell me what's in there?
She's some kind of superhero.
Seems like this robot started a task and then got stuck in a loop.
What task?
Carrying boxes. It took one but never left.
Why do you think it's stuck?
Well, it goes in circles, using the same path. This place is full of metal bushes.
Same as the ones before.
They're a little different.
Well, the lower parts of the bushes are, let's put it, fruitless.
So the Alliance came to pick the fruits.
I'm pretty sure the box is filled with research material. Those fruits.
Could you retrieve them somehow?
It won't be easy to snatch a crate from its steel grip. I'll come closer first.
If I could put something in its way.
Forget that shit. I was reading a book. And I was like, you know what? That wasn't bad. I should see what else this author did. And she did a series
I should move.
where each book in the series is written by a
There's no
different
time.
author. That's fine. I've read a bunch of those. It's usually okay, even though, like, it's mixed results. But whatever. So anyway. So I'm looking it up. And there's 4 books, and only 3 show up. You good?
It's just coughing.
Why don't you get a drink of water and stop eating fluff? Don't snort at me. Anyway. So I'm like, what the fuck? This is what you asked for. Anyway. So I can't find the second book. And it's like, there's 4 books.
I'm still
by
here,
different
if you're wondering,
authors.
sir.
Like, they should all be released around a similar
It all
time.
just...
Like, that's kind of bullshit. And all of the posts that I'm seeing are from, like, 2020. So, like, what the fuck? So then, I have to, like, fucking research this goddamn series, which isn't really that great, but, like, whatever. So, I find it, and then I have to search, and I'm like, why isn't this one on Amazon? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Well, that's because this bitch fucking released the second book, completely changed its cover, took out that it was part of a series. So it says nowhere on there that it's actually part of the series, unless you've already read a couple of the other books in the series, and then you know who the characters are, and like, that's the main character of the one book that doesn't have the series anywhere over it. Fucking stupid. It makes me not want to read it just on principle, but like I have to read it because it's in a series. You have to say something.
It sucks.
Thank you.
I was waiting to see what chat would say.
It's bullshit. Usually it's not that bad. The Dress to Kill series was terrible though. Because the first like 5 books were really good. And then like the middle 2 were like, what the fuck? And then like the last one was fine. What is this? What is this?
The Invincible. It's a sort of sci-fi mystery / horror thing.
Beer, he doesn't give a shit. I could yell for days. You having fun over there? Yeah? That's some good fluff? Hi, bud. So mad. Like, they all had the same cover with, like, different people on the front. And it clearly said that. And not only did she change the cover so it was completely different, but then also, like, took it out of the subtitle, too. So, like, you can't even search it up and figure it out. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, bud? What the fuck? Nah. Wow. My nose doesn't need licked.
She's read most of the books that humanity creates, and like 90% of them suck.
Only the trashy ones.
Xavier, thank you for 63 months.
Hi. It's been a while since I've read like a intellectual book. Sorry.
It's alright.
Anyway, I just had to yell to somebody. It's like, why would you do that? And I read the author that did this, that pulled this fucking stunt, I read shitloads of her books. Shitloads of them. Like, almost all of them. It's fucking rude. She did me dirty. And now I'm gonna go back in there, and I might have already fucking read it. Who knows? And that's gonna piss me off more. It is rude as fuck. You want? My good baby boy. Why are you shaking? Why are you shaking, baby boy? Why are you shaking, baby boy?
Bun bun bun.
Okay. Bun 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 bun.
You didn't get her. You couldn't reach. You tried real good, but you just couldn't reach.
Hi. Ow.
You reached.
Yeah, not in a nice way though. It wasn't a cute little peck. It was all teeth. Ah.
Your teeth reached.
Oh. Okay. Bun 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 bun.
She's a worm.
Thank you.
She's a wormy worm.
Okay, I'm done complaining. I'm gonna go read some stupid shit.
Okay.
I'll be back if I've already read it to bitch some more. But I don't remember it, so if I have read it, it's been like over a year ago.
Hi, Bun. Hi, Bun Bun.
I'm sorry, Shu. Did you want affection? Do you want to give me kisses? Did you want kisses? Ah! Can I have the cleaning towel?
Yeah.
Fucked up my glasses. Just trying to get my eyeballs. That was wet. Did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
She was like...
Ugh. Gross. Gross, Bun. Gross.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay. Hi. I love you. Your phone went off. Oh, the Wi-Fi again. Belly slaps are the best.
Belly swaps.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay? But I love you. Don't you ever doubt that. You want love too? Okay, come here. Come here. You have the best belly slaps, but don't tell Vaughn. I know. So fucking satisfying.
He's a little drum.
Oh, he is. That's the most slappable belly of all slappable bellies. Bun is like consolation belly. You can kind of get a good slap on her, but there's no fat there. But that potato, he's got girth
Yeah.
and very little hair, so it's just, it's perfection. Okay, have fun.
Good luck with your book.
Yeah, I'll be complaining by the time you get back.
It's longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together.
I did give up on the robot for now.
I think their crew took some soil samples. There's this chipped rock, revealing what lies beneath the surface.
Which is more metal?
Yes, a metal interior. Roots are exposed as well. They're not embedded in any rock, but in a tissue-like alloy.
Metal bushes growing out of metal soil.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
So, all the bushes in this area, and there are plenty of them as I understand, appear to grow on the rock, but deep down their roots are embedded in metal. Perhaps you should take a closer look at them, Doctor.
That went well for everybody else.
Can you please check them, Yasta?
Do you have anything specific in mind?
Doctor, if it's all metal,
Then I'll use a detector. Right.
The name is kind of floating in front of the helmet there, it looks like.
I'm checking. Give me a sec.
perfect.
Everything matches. There's metal all around. And the bushes have a direct connection with the whole system.
Interesting. Sounds similar.
To the structures I saw following Gorski. Yes. Huh. Well, perhaps it's... looks like 2 generations. One, old, dead, a relic. Second, these bushes grew in the remains of the former generation.
Hang on. Are you saying that this new generation is alive? And the old one used to be alive?
We can't rule it out.
And you say that as a biologist? I haven't heard you mention cells, membranes, organs, or green bodies, which leads me to one conclusion. That thing is not alive, Doctor.
Well, we used to calling all life proteinaceous, especially ourselves. But that's on Earth. The universe doesn't give a damn about our classifications.
Yes, ma'am. Are you abandoning your profession? All you have learned, discovered, researched so far?
I'm just opening up to the unknown. Shit! I can't handle it anymore.
She just had 3 hands for a moment.
The robot disappeared.
You must have broken its loop.
I didn't.
Oh, you must have done something. Never mind. We'll try to locate it. But first of all, get out of there now.
I found the robot. It hasn't gone far.
Good. Please follow it.
I think the robot teleported.
Oh, fuck. Fuck, it's getting up.
What? The robot?
No, the antimat.
You need to act fast. Move, Yasna. But
Whoa.
Jasper? Are you alive?
Yes. It destroyed the robot.
What's it doing now?
Oh no. Novak, you're a fine astrogate. You always have been.
What are you saying, Doctor?
You've always been a great support for the entire crew.
No. Don't die on me now. I'm begging you. Don't give up. You can't. You can't. I failed you. Sorry. So fucking sorry.
Not part of the crew.
Oh, you hear me? All mine. It was my decision. I decided to accept this mission. I brought us here. Goddamn planet.
How did I survive? Wait. You said you had a choice.
Jasper, you're alive.
If you could reject it, why didn't you?
After a series of successful missions, are you safe now?
Safe enough.
And the antimat?
He decided not to shoot me after all. Please continue, sir. I'm all ears.
You will agree that we were doing very well. Outstanding results.
That's how it ought to end. Well.
Yes, I fully agree, but then it seemed this could have been the crowning achievement of the entire expedition. Just imagine.
You could have at least asked us.
I did wrong. I know that now. I will never forgive myself for it. Neither do I expect you to.
Oh, it was just shitting out slides.
Marit, she can no longer forgive you. Same goes for the others.
I'm fully aware. All of it weighs heavily on my mind. Believe me, Doctor. So, what do we do now? Will you finally let me send Hopper for you?
I can't just fly away. Now more than ever. I won't rest until I find out what happened to our people and what we can do to aid them.
Goodness. That looked really crazy.
For now, you can forget about the research material. The only thing left of the Arctan is its feet.
Considering all the factors, I would assume everyone in the convoy is dead. If there's anything more to learn, it's from the recording devices. The first antimat told us a lot. The second one is destroyed. You spoke about the probe. Should be a valuable source of information. And the rovers. Are they on the convoy list?
Actually, it's right in front of me.
Oh, that's different.
Why even bother with security measures when they just leave keys in locks anyway?
Extremely unreasonable of them. But it's nothing to complain about, is it?
Oh, let's hear it.
Hello, base. This is Antka. Hello, Anka. Tesla here. I can hear you.
Reporting. 25th day of the mission, 7:15 a.m. We arrived.
I saw it on the
We
slides.
encountered a terrain obstacle, but it has been removed.
You can skip ahead if you would.
We've established permanent access to the extraction site, separated the material for research. Now we're securing the first transport. Dr. Boza and Osterhaus have already begun their preliminary research here on site.
Gotcha. I'm passing it on. Let us know if there are any updates.
Of course. Over and out.
There's more.
Base, come in. Dr. Boza wants to talk with you.
Tesla here. Over.
We have a sort of discovery.
Oh, I'm listening.
25th day.
Base, this is Boza.
Doctor.
These tiny crystals contain highly advanced technology. Individually, they are slender and helpless. However, when in a group, they seem to stimulate and support each other, revealing new properties. At first, they started to emit an electromagnetic field.
Okay, and then?
A handful of small crystals gathered together. When in a larger group, they activated and... this is our biggest revelation so far. They started floating in the air.
Did I hear that right?
The larger the group, the easier, more freely.
Yes. Apparently it's flying.
Like a swarm of mechanical
They're all moving.
flies.
Slow down, Doctor. You say crystals, or rather flies. Which one is it?
Call it whatever you want. These creatures have a precise threefold symmetry, resembling the letter Y, with three-pointed arms connecting in a central bulge. Black as coal in direct light, shimmering with shades of blue and olive in reflected light. As my colleague Osterhaus mentioned, they somewhat resemble the abdomens of certain terrestrial insects. Is Markovnik there?
Navigator's unavailable right now.
Well, please let him know we'll submit our reports as soon as he's available. Oh, and have him send us another transporter, will you?
Autonomous robots the size of flies.
It's not finished. Let's keep listening.
Hello, convoy. Anka, come in. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. We're finishing loading. Preparing to depart.
Don't!
Gets tense.
Leave the material behind and return to the base.
But why? What happened?
Scouts came back from this whole city.
Tesla? What's going on? Hello? Tesla, come in.
Navigator speaking. Don't take anything. Just get out of there. Immediately. That's an order.
Last saved recording.
Amazing.
Oh,
Robots
that was synced with the recording.
together, similar to flies, capable of affecting other machines, even to the point that those affected become dangerous to humans.
The microbots, they must be dangerous as well. I don't know how, but not all people were killed by larger robots.
I think I figured it out, partially at least. The Alliance scientists were very clear that all of this had to do with an electromagnetic field, the field emitted by these flies. When people displayed disturbing symptoms, field measurements showed above average values. At first, I thought it was a sensoric malfunction. After all, the machines were broken. It turns out that field damaged them. So all the malfunctions occurred afterward.
Why didn't I think of it sooner? Prolonged exposure to strong electromagnetic fields can be harmful to the human brain. Usually it concerns long-term effects, months and years of unfavorable conditions.
Please elaborate, Doctor. What sort of effects?
Various brain dysfunctions. It may even lead to the arrest of vital organs.
So that's how... Merit.
Yes, probably. Another known effect of the EM field is memory loss. The human organism continues to function normally, but the human being as such is helpless, vulnerable. Like a baby, they don't understand the world around them.
Can such a person learn the world anew?
It's unprecedented. All we can do now is believe that they will eventually snap out of it. And when they do, hope they won't be used as guinea pigs.
We both know this is going to be difficult.
Yes. And I don't even know if I'll survive this mission.
Yes,
Will I
and
see them again? Will they develop properly? Even if it all works out, we will be strangers. They won't remember us. All that's left is hope. God damn it.
Perhaps researching those flies will help us to better aid our people. We're theorizing for now. Be worth examining. Confirm at least.
Got it, Astrogator. I'll search for those containers of flies.
Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Understood.
I've located one of the transporters, sir. Please don't celebrate yet, though. Something strange has happened to it.
Get to the point, please. What's wrong with it?
The outer shell is damaged. There are holes everywhere.
Like, from bullets?
No, it looks like it's been corroded by strong acid.
No comment on the plants? It's odd. It's very odd.
The door to the cargo bay has budged a little, but it won't open fully. It's too awkward to squeeze in. The whole vehicle is just stuffed with bushes.
But can you see past them?
Not quite yet. Now. I can see broken containers. No sign of the flies.
Just plenty of bushes.
You have some theory, sir?
Everything that comes to my mind seems absurd.
You go ahead, sir. As I see it, no idea is too absurd right now.
I haven't quite thought it through.
Find out.
Maybe after I listen to your assessment.
Well, look, I think it might work like this. The bushes and flies have a symbiotic relationship. I even consider that the flies are part of the bushes. Just like the fruits. If the flies can fly, they behave more like insects, and the bushes like plants.
I see we're getting back to biological analogies. According to your profession, do I correctly conclude that you are confident that this can be a life form?
Given the age of the oldest forms and the evidence of continued activity, differentiation, a particular drive towards miniaturization, improvement, and lethal effectiveness, I dare say that we are dealing with an evolution here. Far longer than that of human. Also very different. And dead.
Necroevolution. More to us than Archaeotis. I still don't understand where this change is coming from.
What if I said that the flies and bushes are the same thing, but in different forms? When they need to move, they develop moving parts, the flies. When they need to multiply, expand their volume, they settle on the metal substrate, form bushes, absorb raw material, and they are again ready to transform and relocate to a new source, and so on and so forth.
And I can tell you it's the most sophisticated form of being I've ever heard of, with all the skepticism that comes with it.
Hello? Why did I only get that for a nanosecond and then it was gone? I guess I was supposed to see it before I went inside.
I know I'm in a hurry, but I should check this place first.
Okay. Giant force field.
Status? What's new?
Well, nothing really. At least not in the last 5 seconds, sir.
Right. Thank you.
The force field melted adjacent rocks.
They had to run the generator on full power. They were defending themselves after all.
From the swarm of flies, I presume.
We don't know how large it was.
That transporter's still
They didn't
running.
capitulate. That's a good sign.
Well, I don't know that. So far, I can only confirm that the field has not dissipated. Yet. There are powerful emitters in the center. Similar to those on Energobots.
Emitters only. Do they look like they're buried in the ground?
Yeah.
Then you're looking at the top of the Energobot. Well, look carefully. Energobots can bury themselves in such a way that only the emitters protrude from the surface.
Ah, got it. The second transporter is under a force field. It's hovering above the ground.
So it is operational. Probably also in better shape than the other one.
It certainly looks better.
The cargo may be intact then.
I know how to get inside. Under this field.
Will you dig a tunnel?
I won't have to. There's already an entrance. I just need to get to it.
How do force field work? It cuts through rocks, but not through that little tunnel. Yeah, we're just trying to get some of these flies, I guess. Right? I keep thinking, like, Yasna's not gonna be any more impervious to all this than anybody else. The fact that she's alive at this point is kind of ridiculous.
Yasna? Everything's all right?
Yes, yes. I just need a moment to think.
As soon as you find something.
I'll report it. No worries, sir. Astrogator, I found their probe. Looks like it hid from the flies. Or just ended up here by pure luck.
Luck indeed. This registry could be valuable, especially if it managed to photograph everything from a greater distance.
Come here, little probie. Oh, that didn't work. It flew away.
Is it scared of you too?
I'd rather say that my lack of authorization is more of a problem than me being scary. I won't be able to bring the probe down unless I find a working controller.
Yeah, just get my crowbar. It is reminding me of the I don't know what they were called in Half-Life 2. Were they called probes as well? Oh. Manhacks were the little things with the blades. Scanners must be the flighty guys that take your picture. I think, Dave, that we probably gave him a little trophy.
I got inside the field. Do you copy, sir?
Of course. The force field doesn't block radio waves. I suggest the following. If this transporter is actually running, it doesn't make any sense to take out the containers and carry them with you. You're going to take the whole transport. You'll have the flies in large numbers, and a powerful means of transport that can fly over terrain inaccessible to the rover. But before you leave, you need to take down the force field. So first, the Energobot, turning off the force field, then transporter, departure. All clear?
All good and clear as the sky is blue. Just waiting for things to go sideways.
It's been kind of green, I think.
Is the probe still with you?
Yep, it's here.
This is a bot, huh? God, I love when Chew barks. It's so good. It's my favorite thing. Whoa.
Just as I thought. The equipment's still active, but everyone here's dead. Send shivers down your spine.
It's hard getting used to the sight of corpses.
It's more than that. I'm starting to understand the suffering they felt in their final moments. So they were left to fend for themselves. Yet, unable to do so.
Ah, yeah, Nico.
This
He was a
one
big
man,
barker.
He even ate parts of his suit, trying to survive.
But when he barked, it was a lot more forceful.
The field is no longer a problem.
Meaning?
Disabled.
Perfect. All that's left is to get the flies out of there.
Why did we open this? Oh. We did not get that animation. Nico. That Paul. Nico. I don't know why. I don't know why we'd want to come in here, but here we are. This kind of looks like a fusion reactor, doesn't it? Aren't they donuts? I think they're donuts. We don't get an animation again. I'm not sure why this is part of the game. It seems like they forgot the animation part for this. And boom.
This mission drags on so much. Sometimes I think you're going to take off without me, sir.
Don't count on it, Doctor. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, so that's done. Maybe we'll find a way to control the probe from within the transporter. How do you get on the transporter? Right there. Look at that. Oh, this looks terribly safe.
I'm climbing onto the hovering transporter.
Before you leave, though, please check that the cargo is intact.
No animation for that either. We just teleported up here. But how do I control the probe? That's what I want to know. What's up with the indicators in this game?
All good. I hope.
We don't know what's in there.
Will this really help our people, Astrogator?
It will, I'm sure. So, what? Off we go? Yes, sir. What are you wondering about?
What if we're making a mistake? Maybe I shouldn't take the flies off Regis. Maybe it's better to leave them alone. Here, where they belong.
What are you...
I just worry that we might spread this threat. And the tragedy of one planet becomes a tragedy of entire galaxies. Not to mention, all humanity.
Forgive me, Doctor, but that sounds a bit overdramatic. We can handle some mechanical flies. Humanity survived worse.
And you sound like a fool, sir. How can you be so sure? We were clueless just a moment ago. We've only just begun to understand what's going on. But you already know how to handle it.
Yasna, I promise you, we'll analyze everything thoroughly. Now we need to focus on getting you out of there. Can we at least agree on that?
Yes. First, though, I'd like to check the cargo.
Very well. Just hurry up.
I must admit, they look amazing.
Yasna, what have you done?
I'm watching them, nothing more. Don't worry, sir.
What? Some goddamn black hole has opened in the stratosphere. And you say not to worry. Just look outside, Doctor. See for yourself.
The fuck?
A group of these flies could be. I can tell you, it can be gigantic.
Yes, I know. I can see it from fucking orbit. What are you waiting for? Get out of there.
Dragonfly. I fell, but everything's all right. I'm fine. Oh, shit! They're alive. These pressures. Something's flying out of them.
He never got these messages because of the interference.
They're the ones doing it.
Fuck! The same thing over and over again! No wonder we finally ran out of luck. Too much of this damn curiosity. Who needs to know what might kill us? We're getting killed anyway. My people. Antimatter gathers.
He's thought she's died so many times.
I don't know if I should interrupt your speech, sir. It is quite interesting to listen to.
Yes, sir. This is too much. I'll ask you how many times already.
The fourth time, if I counter correctly. But I'm not planning another.
The first four weren't planned either.
At least we know the truth about this planet and the inorganic beings that inhabit it.
What good does that do us, though?
We know the cause of the stupor. Maybe we can find a way to cure our people. If anyone from the Alliance survived, and they already started their research into a cure.
I wouldn't count on it. It's more likely they're all dead.
Not necessarily. It's a large base, and I only found a few bodies. The rest of them must be somewhere.
Or you'll find more corpses, Yasna.
Hey! Something changed. The balloon over the base disappeared.
It probably
You mean it flew away, or did it fall to the ground?
Yeah, it probably got blown away by the...
It's the latter. If it caught the west wind, it would have fallen in this area.
There it is.
We're lucky. It's hanging from a cliff, close to the ground.
Can you get to it? Unhook it?
Maybe that won't be necessary. Oh, shit. Somebody's here.
If all you're seeing is dots on the tracker...
No. I can see them with my own eyes.
Barely.
2 of them, even.
Oh,
2
no.
people. Alive.
Yasna.
Huh? Where did they go?
Have you lost them?
Well, I can't see them now. They were here just a second ago.
She's
Are
losing
you
it.
sure? What did they look like?
One was wearing an Alliance suit, a green one. The other one, I don't know. He looked different.
I see. And now they are nowhere to be found.
Damn right.
Doctor,
I know what I saw. 2 people alive. Some of them survived.
and you're going to look for them.
Yes. I'm glad we understand each other, sir.
I suggest focusing on what's certain.
Yeah,
That balloon's
I didn't see
still
any
ready to
colors.
knock. If it had operational cameras, we might get some answers.
You don't have to convince me, Astrogator. I'm going.
The rover is nearby if needed.
Good to know. Thank you.
Is it?
How are you feeling?
Let me just say this. Literally everything hurts. I don't know where frustration ends and a contused lung begins. But at least
Yes.
I'm alive.
The rover's nearby.
You know what, sir? It was these flies from the very beginning.
What do you mean?
My accident, for example. It's true, I hurt myself badly back then, damaged a radio. But that's not why I lost my memory. Soon after, flies flew from the bushes.
Right. There were bushes there too.
They subjected me to an electromagnetic field. Moreover, I believe the same thing happened to our people in the camp. To the antimat in those tunnels.
And to the whole convoy.
Yes.
And the book is just called The Invincible? Oh. He's piloting the rover over. He's piloting the rover over? This is the rover over. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to pick up a copy. I never did watch The Expanse. I heard it was absolutely terrible.
My legs feel really heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor. You certainly deserve it.
Good old buddy, the little rover. Yeah, it's on my backlog to check it out. I figured at some point it's probably about time to stop rewatching Battlestar Galactica. Which I don't even fully like. I don't think I looked at these last time I was here. Probably not going to be anything to look at, but I just want to check.
One step at a time, Yasna. One step at a time.
Oh. Maybe there is. I feel like they nailed the 60s aesthetic really well. Ping. Yeah? Oh. How do I play? What the heck? This is not working. I can't. I can't do anything.
Yasna, focus. What now?
Nothing does anything. Cursor. Click. Click and drag. WASD. I'm sad. Scroll. I'll try scroll. No. No, nothing. Nothing does anything. Right side of the screen. Above cam. Oh, that's exit. Sorry, I didn't realize you guys couldn't see that. I'm like, that's clearly, it says exit. Yeah, F is the interaction key in this. Sorry, didn't realize you couldn't see that. No, nothing does anything here. It's sad. It's funny that they went out of their way to include a cute little minigame thing, and it is not functional. Yes, I was all over WASD. That was the first thing I tried. I clicked. Nothing else to try, really. Clicking on the knob is what puts you in the game. So if I go like this, I have to click on the knob for it to start, and then I don't have any other interaction. WASD, scroll, mouse, clicking both things, click and drag, moving mouse, clicking.
I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir.
Just playing ping, sir. Trying to.
Just
cursor
takes
keys.
longer than expected.
HJKL. This is not a Vim-based
You need to
game.
explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together.
Yeah. Fuck all. Nothing does anything. I'll try the numpad. Nada. Z and... Yeah, nah. Oh, fuck off. I'm not gonna fucking run my hands across the keyboard like it's a piano. I think we've done it all. I already said I tried the mouse wheel. I don't know why that made me say that like that. This looks like a metal dinosaur. Also, I feel like
Nothing's changed.
it's just bugged. The fact that they didn't include an explanation of controls on it kind of says that they intended for it to be completely obvious or like a no-brainer. Therefore, probably WASD. It was probably supposed to be how it would go, and it's just not functional. Everything else, they put the controls on the screen for you. It could just mean they forgot to put controls on it at all. I wonder if there's an Achievo attached to it that you also just can't get because of that. I'd like to report a bug. You shouldn't need a controller. You have a whole controller here. I mean, I'm controlling the game. You're controlling a video game that looks like this, but you need a controller to play Ping. Ping is a serious game. Did she not mark where the balloon...
What's new?
Oh, there it is.
Well, nothing really. At least not in the last 5 seconds, sir.
Right. Thank you.
I will turn this fucking rover around and plug in a controller, god damn it. You think I won't? I will. I may have blocked the entrance. No, we're good. It definitely is not going to do anything, but... I'm gonna unplug my Lethal Company mouth.
Yes, no? Everything's all right?
No.
Yes, yes. I just need a moment
Okay.
to think.
As soon as you find something,
I'll report it. No worries, sir.
I tried everything. I tried D-pad, I tried both sticks. Bumpers, face buttons. It's That's an Xbox controller. Left bumper, left trigger, sticks, pressing in sticks, D-pad, up, down, left, right, X, Y, B, A. Well, B exited. There's an achievement for it, and people have gotten it. I've tried my damnedest. They need to mail me the achievement to my house. Plug in this shit.
This mission drags on so much. Sometimes I think you're going to take off without me, sir.
Don't count on it, Doctor. I'm not going anywhere.
I've officially tried everything I'm going to try. I will try nothing further. Speaking of controllers, though, a cool controller came in that I am looking forward to playing around with. I forgot that I had pre-ordered another Retro Fighters controller because I love their controllers. They made
this fallen balloon.
a wireless Dreamcast controller.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing, sir. It's just, in my mind, it sounded like the title of some Renaissance painting.
The fallen balloon of Regis.
Yes, exactly.
It's pretty cool. The only problem is, well, it's not really a problem or whatever, but when the way that they do them with these consoles that have the giant, huge memory cards is they make giant, huge warts. In the case of the N64, it just plugs it. It's on a plug, so it's just a wart that sticks off the N64, which works well for my towers since I keep the consoles directly towards the edge of the shelf. But this is the one for the Dreamcast controller. So it's on a little cable. It even has rubber feet. That takes a VMU. Of course, I have them on hand. Immediately ready to go. I know, it looks like a mouse. It does look like a mouse.
Heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor. You certainly deserve it.
Bang. That makes a nice sound, huh? Locked and loaded, sir. Man, come on. That sucks if true. I didn't visit it my first stop in the fucking camp, and then I don't get to do it if I find it later? That's illegal. And they need to mail the achievement to my house. Yeah, hell yeah, VMUs are so fucking cool. Makes me sad that we drift away from that kind of technology. Like, look at this shit. We can never have stuff like this because we didn't stick with VMUs. I don't know how they're connected, actually, but, you know.
I found the recorder.
The fallen recorder of Regis.
Please
Wow.
stop.
And her hand has gone out to lunch. What's happening in the last, like, 10% of the game here? I can't. I simply can't. I'm dragging my mouse down. I can't do anything. I can't leave. I can't look down. I can't interact.
Like the title of some Renaissance painting.
Hey, buddy, are you okay?
Balloon of Regis.
Yes, exactly.
Alright. Hold on, hold on. I got you. Yeah, did you have a confusing spaghetti? Was that a weird surprise? Well, unfortunately this toy has a very long thread apparently for some reason. And I think you can imagine what happened. Obviously concerning, and he will not be getting this back. But he had swallowed one end of it, and he was walking around with the toy following him.
My legs feel really heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor.
And he was
Certainly
extremely
deserve
like, Dad, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, not a good toy, huh? Not a good one. I extracted it gently and slowly. Oh. Well, it's basically time, but let's see if the game is functional again. Maybe this is why ping wasn't working as well. I don't know if I want to go to the effort to go back and check. Although it's not that far of a drive, I suppose.
I found the recorder.
The fallen
Hey.
recorder of Regis.
Her hands are working.
Please stop.
And I can look around. That has happened. But this was more an upsetty spaghetti. I think so. I think maybe we've had a third arm the whole time. Actually, to be honest, let's just... Well, hold on. Ah, fuck. Fucking hell.
Like the title of some Renaissance painting.
The fallen balloon of Regis.
Yes, exactly.
Shut up. Yeah. Just shut up. Just shut up. I'm checking the mirrors. Can't see shit, Captain.
My legs feel really heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor. You certainly deserve it.
Hey! Hey, hey! All right. Ah, man. That third arm. That third ghost arm was fucking us up this whole time. I'm upset. I mean, honestly, I feel bad now because all the shit that was like goofing was all one bug. It was just one bug the whole damn time. It's funny when game developers put stuff like this in their games, because it's sort of like,
One step at a time, Yasna.
this is the sort of thing
Step at a
that
time.
budding game developers make in a weekend now to, like, you know, learn how to make game. It is a good game for learning about, like, vectors and stuff like that, right? A little bit of vector math. Not a lot. But you gotta calculate those reflecting angles. Oh my god. The computer is just too good. I need to copy the computer. Just go full top, full bottom. Full top, full bottom. Full top, full bottom. You can't lose. This might be the hardest game of ping I've ever played. Like, this is championship level ping. This is gonna get fast enough soon that I won't be able to get in front of the ball. Except by luck.
Yasna, focus. What now?
I got the Achievo. It does seem to be synced with the fucking ball, which is bullshit. That's not how you're... That weekend game of Pong I mentioned would have a max speed on the fucking enemy. At least for level 1. Well, this is the Alliance, so it's ping. Clearly. What are we called? What's our fucking name? I forget. Yeah, it's like perfectly synced with the... wait a minute. It's busted again. What happened?
I should move. Oh, there's no time.
What the... I moved it, clearly. No, it just starts high. It's busted again. Did I grow another arm? What happened? Oh well. Oh, I wonder now. Fuck it. We're done. We got the achievement. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna move on with my life. Ah, yes, the Commonwealth. Okay. Friends, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And, writhe and piss, Henry.